was a youngster, I never knew the world was so cold. Now I see this place for what it is as I grow old.
And we're live. Hello, guys. Nevada Cario here. I'm so thankful for you guys to be here. If anybody is rewatching this video, I should tell my audience that I'm live. I'm gonna try not to speak too loud because I don't want any interruptions. So, hope I sound professional with this mic. But I kind of hate this type of retractable mic arm because it blocks so much more. I would rather much have a mic table so I can have it on like this, because this is annoying. I don't know if anybody can hear me well yet, or I have to do this. Yeah, I guess I have to do this. Kind of sucks doing it like this, but oh well. So, don't have a lot to talk about, but as you can see in this video, yeah, I've heard from a good buddy of mine from Missouri, Patrick from Truth, Money, and Freedom, about the new mandate that whatever the employee thingy organization in Nevada is trying to force the you-know-what, which I'm going to try to be careful here on YouTube because I really hope, look at how many subs. Oh yeah, that's right. I want to see if I can invite him to my live stream, Although I don't know if I'd be comfortable inviting people on my live streams anymore. I don't think I could be that comfortable anymore. I want to see what I sound like here. So let me see. So yeah, yesterday I was in a terrible mood, because of my vocab, whatever she told me about. And hearing it from somebody here in Nevada just depresses me that they're trying to push these mandates. It's just scary, dude. I'm at a point where I really just want to just get out of Nevada, but I have to plan my move. I really hope my parents can just let me go, and then maybe I can make these live streams more comfortable. It's just not working for me. It's just not doing it like this. It's just I'm not very comfortable. Let me see. Got element here, so maybe I should react to some videos. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get this man to come to my live stream, I should tell Patrick too that I'm live, but guys, the sheep really, it's thanks to them, it's really thanks to them that we are where we are today, I've seen Demolition Ranch's video, and he was at the gun shop right there. They weren't wearing muzzles, maybe it's not as bad as it was last year when it comes to people wearing but really sucks where we are in the world today. See, I can't even play this at my Chromium. I have to use the Iridium, whatever you call that. I want to see if I can get him on my stream. Hope nobody has to interrupt me. Paste. There we go. So come join. So yeah, dude, I wonder if I can get Patrick here. I don't know if he's gonna have time. Patrick from Truth, Money, and Freedom Podcast, aka. Oh, there we go. Oh, hello. Hello. Were you here already? Oh, yeah. I really would love it if you join right now. Let me see if I can click the invite. Let's see. So I can get you on board here. I finally have the mic here. Oh, yeah. You were here early. I didn't even notice you were here. Guess I need to make this live stream entertaining, you know. But this time I have people around at home. I guess everybody's downstairs. I hope at least. I'm trying not to speak too loud. So, see if you can join me, man. It'd be awesome. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell my audience. Come on. Get the web version. Yeah, get me through there. I can't decrypt this crap. There we go. Hello there.
Hey there, man.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Oh, are you on your phone?
I am.
Want to see if I could put my headset. Ugh. So, how's it going over there?
It's going okay.
It's going okay?
Yeah.
You at home?
Yep, I'm at home. I've been on the phone pretty much all day today.
Yeah. How much do you leave home?
Lately, not very much. 2, maybe 3 times a week I leave home.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Would you like to elaborate? Because remember when we were talking on, Signal about the mandate they've got here?
Yes. Well, okay, I'm going to elaborate a little bit as much as I can as far as the state of Missouri is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
In Missouri,
You cut off. I think you cut off. You there, man? I don't hear you. I can't hear you.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
testing.
I can hear you now. Dang, you cut off.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I was going to say I can elaborate as far as Missouri is concerned because there is a battle raging here over mandates.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is we have the courts literally stepping in and saying mandates are 100% unconstitutional, period, in the schools. And so that's where we're starting because that's where there's an immediate threat. Now, the federal courts, and if you let me speak for just a little bit here, it's interesting. The federal courts are nullifying any type of mandates coming from D.C.
Mm-hmm.
So they're being shut down by the federal courts right now. And I'm sure it'll end up in the Supreme Court. But what's happening in Missouri is there is one court, and that is Cole County, saying that the mandates are unconstitutional. We don't have to even name the mandates. We know what they are. And but also we have the Attorney General now going after schools saying, we don't care what the courts say. We don't care what the law says. We're going to do mandates with the kids in schools anyway. So we have an Attorney General that's starting to sue all the schools individually. And he has put out a message on Twitter. If there's any type of mandates in any of your schools in the state of Missouri, please inform my office.
Mm-hmm.
So I can send them a letter and let them know I'm going to sue them.
All right.
And of course, this isn't lawsuits for money. This is lawsuits for the school districts to start following the law in Missouri.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the good news is we have had several schools now rescind their mandates.
Yeah.
And so they've publicly announced it. Sam Page has made a public announcement for all the schools in St. Louis County that they have now rescinded all their quote unquote mandates, their muzzle mandates for the kids. They're all gone now, literally as of yesterday. And that's because there was a pretty big lawsuit that they were facing from the state government because they weren't following the law. So that's how things are being dealt with in Missouri. But I'm telling you, our General Assembly meets in January. And when that happens, we'll make action. Yep. Then we'll have laws in place to prevent these mandates from ever happening again. And there'll be no more misunderstanding that it is optional. Serum optional. Muzzle optional. Period. End of story. And so that's the way we're handling it here in Missouri. So you have the title of your video, Nevada Jab Mandate. So
that's true.
Are they talking about a jab mandate now?
I did hear from the person that, supposed to help me, get employed here. Okay. Yeah, she talked about it. She had one of her clients, talking about, the mandate that they're trying to do here in Nevada. And, he was worried because of his condition, like he's paralyzed and he's trying to get a religious exemption, but he, I think they denied it. So he's at huge risk, at least at his place where he's at. Only her know about it because what she was talking about. So, yeah.
Well, it's, I think, Pika, we've talked about this before. This is just the balkanization of America. The blue states are going to be blue. The red states are going to be red. And, I don't believe in that paradigm, but I do believe that there seems to be a stronger component or contingent of anti-mandate people in red states than there are in blue. Now, I've been recently chastised. Actually, it was as early as this morning, because some people are saying I'm throwing the word communist or communism around too much, and that it doesn't really apply for what I'm talking about. The particular person I talked to this morning is a friend of mine, and he was just trying to be constructive. But I did tell him, I said, when a government wants to force an untested serum on the people, what else do you call it?
Yeah.
Give me, is it feudalism? Is it Marxism? Is it Leninism? Is it socialism? Is it capitalism?
Looks like socialism to me. I guess it's a mix of everything.
Well, actually, forcing an untested experimental serum to me sounds like communism.
Yeah,
I don't think I could assign it anything else. So, at any rate, that it's just communist. And the more people that believe in that idea for the safety of humanity.
Majority.
And that's the scary thing. They've been taught to believe this is the only way out. What they don't understand is normal is gone forever. It is never coming back. Evidenced by, if you get the serum, you still wear the muzzle. That is the easiest, clearest symbol that there is. The old normal is gone forever. But there are other ones too. The currency printing that's been going on since this whole thing started. That is another indicator. Things are never going back to normal. Never. We have to go through a debt reset before we can get to what we would consider normal again.
Yep.
So, we could go through, many more tiny details on, what makes a reset happen or what is normal. Yep. What is, and the new normal changes. The goalposts are changing. It keeps getting worse. It's like Australia. The noose is tightening around our necks. And what we do now matters. Now, I have Christian friends who keep telling me, hey, Patrick, why are you fighting so hard? Jesus is coming back soon. And I tell them, I said, this is what I'll tell them.
Oh, hey, we've got somebody in the house.
Oh,
someone wants to join. His name is... Sure. Hello there, man.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
It's going
Hey
well.
there.
Meet Patrick from Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast.
Truth, Money, and Freedom. Oh, hold on. I don't know if I have you, if I'm subbed to you or not. Let me see if I can find you real quick.
Yep. Also, Missouri Freedom Initiative. So I run both channels.
Okay, you're in my recent search. All right, you have 2,000 subs, right? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, cool, man. That's what's up. From Missouri, huh? Well, so Nevada's finally clamping down, huh?
Yeah.
So in what way? Like in terms of like customers going into like indoor venues or like going into gyms and restaurants and shit like that? Is that what's gonna be? Or
Well, with the muzzles.
just the mask?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they are what? Oh, so they're just reinstating it again?
Well, they've done it already since like August.
Yeah, so yeah, they're gonna do it for the entire winter. They're gonna let people take it off
But
for
I
the
think
summer.
September was like when they started, making it with the teeth, which now covers the entire state.
It's gonna be a seasonal mandate. You know what I'm saying? Like for the fall,
Yeah.
everything except for the summertime, you get to have to wear your mask.
Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty much how I see it as at this point. And I mean, with the variants and all that, but like I know, like your channel's not that popular, so don't worry about it. But hey, if people want, you have to be stupid at this point. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
cool, man. And if anyone tries to tell me like, oh, you have to wear this, I'll be like, y'all, all you guys are fucking traitors to your own country. And when shit hits the fan, don't expect me to help you when the food shortages happen next year.
Yep.
Because
It's a harsh reality.
Because I swear to God, like I know I'm probably gonna be blasting fools in my lifetime, and I know that for a fact because I just have it in me to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not
As
called
a
chronic.
last resort.
I'm called chronic blast for no reason.
Mm-hmm. You're the man.
I'm only 20. I'm only like in my early 20s, man.
Same.
So it is what it is. But this is just a little quick hangout for me before I go to work in a bit.
All right. Nice to see you and my channel again.
Yeah, likewise. Chimichanga, more like chimichanga. Now I'm thinking about Mexican food now, just because it's one of my favorite staples.
Same here.
That's right. That's
I'm
actually
Mexican.
my dog's name.
Oh wow, that's funny.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's nice to talk to you, man.
Well, I'm gonna hit up a gun show in January, like up north, since I have an out of state ID, so I'll be just fine. And yeah, I need to get myself a rifle and some sort of like pistol, revolver. I don't know.
Oh, you still haven't been packing heat yet? I thought you were.
Aside from ammo, no, dude. The time will come for that. It's just right now I'm kind of like I got bills to pay. I pay rent now. I live in my own place.
That's cool. I think my time is about to come. I'm not too far because I already got my driver's license.
I mean, well, if you're in Nevada, I mean, you have a Nevada license, so get guns, man. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I can't do that yet until I leave the house for good. Unless I, but I don't want to take that risk.
You can just don't ever fucking like, yeah, you can just hide your shit.
Well, I've got to put it somewhere else.
Put it in a storage unit.
Yeah.
Only even if it's a cheap ass storage, if you pay $100 a month, who gives a fuck? You can put all your preps in there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've heard people talk about it, but Patrick's like,
you gotta strategize and think of the bigger picture of whatever services are available to you, man. If you're gonna restrict yourself to your house, you're gonna be fucked.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your fucking house.
Yeah. Thinking about buying land.
Yeah, but
there's some states that got some cheap land.
You gotta get the finances in the way. You gotta get the finances in order first before you get the land. So it's priorities, man.
Mm-hmm. I think your mic is kind of low. Can't hear you that well.
Yeah, priorities and strategies. I'm gonna go closer to the mic. How's that sound?
All right.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'll probably be driving through Vegas on the way back to the Midwest because I'll be spending my Christmas time over there.
Oh, yeah, you're in Cali, aren't you, for now?
At the moment.
All right.
I know, right?
I know. Yeah, sorry about that, man.
It's not that. It's all right, man. It's like there's actual perks to being around here, believe it or not, aside from the weather.
Yeah. And
Like what?
Go ahead.
Like
I'm
what?
just here, just job opportunities.
Oh yeah, there are job opportunities.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
As long as they don't force it on you, you know what?
Well, I could always go to Florida if that ever happens.
Yeah,
And if I
that'd
have
be
to
good.
and if I have to kill my 1-year lease as a result, so be it. And I don't know if there's consequences to that in terms of having to pay out the entire lease, but fuck it.
All right.
So, yeah, I'll like. There's no way I'm taking that bullshit. So I don't really care, and nothing anybody can tell me can convince me otherwise. So there's no point in really just echoing that same rhetoric over and over again. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
You don't want to be a part of the great experiment at all?
no, I'd rather watch people suffer from the great experiment. That's like, you know what I'm saying. I'd rather watch from the overflow, get my popcorn, get a good Modelo, a couple blunts, a bomb.
Smoking that weed.
because if this shit was so deadly, I'd be dead right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, I just like to watch the idiots go at it, man. So it's like life is hilarious. It's a fucking shit show. That's why I don't kill myself, because it's entertaining to me.
Yeah, it's better not to.
You know, I'm not like, there's no point in me getting overwhelmed because other people want to kill themselves. I think it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's strange in a way too. Chronic, have you ever seen the movie called Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Heard of that movie a lot of times. I just never watched it.
Yeah. Well, you have to kind of see it for what I reference here. But Donald Sutherland played a character who was not, invaded by a body snatcher. But by the end of the movie, he was. And then he was pointing out people who had not been taken over by aliens by pointing a finger at them and doing a weird scream. And I kind of see that's what's going to happen with the jab eventually. We used to joke about the zombie apocalypse for years. And we didn't realize how accurate that actually was.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's right.
But yeah, but thankfully I'm in Missouri and we're fighting real hard here to prevent mandates.
Well, even though the left and right's total bullshit, of course, like, the red states are going to definitely not be a part of it. So that's a good sign for America in that sense, even though it's going to divide for sure, but it needs to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, that's part of the New World Order agenda as well. But on the other side of the fence, there's a good side to it.
Yeah.
And also all the people in Florida, by the way, all you people moving in Florida, just realize this: even though you're free right now, but it's basically what's happening right now. It's Florida's becoming a massive Agenda 21 relocation state right now. That's what's happening right now.
Nevada too.
Well, everywhere, but that's what, like, Florida especially.
Mm-hmm.
They want to mass relocate
everybody's
everybody.
talking about Florida a lot.
Yeah, and I see more stacking packs slowly going up at the same time. Everybody's preaching freedom this, freedom that. Like, do you see the bigger picture?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might be free, but the New World Order's coming for you also.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Patrick, you know what stack and pack means?
No, I don't.
Slang term for apartments.
Stack them and pack them like sardines, high-rise apartments that they consider luxury.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much you just look at any high-rise building, that's stack and pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy to control people in that certain type of environment if you stay there for a long period of time and you never really sustain yourself otherwise. It's only good for short term, not long term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So just got to take a breather.
Yeah.
So you're thinking that basically people, who are literally coming together grassroots, stopping the jab mandates and Muslim mandates in their states, that they're just going to become targets for something bigger?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I see happening.
No doubt about it.
Gotcha.
Motherfuckers think they're safe in their location. Think again.
Hmm.
It may not come in the form of a mandate, but it might come in the form of a war.
Yeah.
In the EMP
Spiritual.
or something. Yeah.
If you're gonna be in Florida, you better be prepped and strapped. Otherwise, you're wasting your time because like that, like literally, Florida, like the governor there is buying you a lot of time, a lot more time than the other places.
Yeah.
That's all I see it as. He's just buying you more time to prepare for the inevitable.
Hmm. Same for Mike Parson down there in Missouri, where
Mhm.
Patrick is.
Yeah, you have an advantage. Doesn't mean you're totally safe, but hey, take advantage of it, man.
Hey there, Goldstein.
And Hawaiian shirts, as good as they might be, in an apocalypse, you do not want to be wearing that shit because you're
No.
just gonna be you're an easy target for anybody to shoot your ass from a mile away.
Fits.
Well, yeah, but when you have a, like a Barrett 50 cal, you can set up a 1.5-mile perimeter around your house.
Yep.
They're good for other things too, like hunting Hondas when you're driving down the freeway. I'm joking, of course.
Yeah.
All you Biden supporters. Oh my god.
Yeah. So stupid.
The latest video I posted was something I just screen recorded something I saw on Instagram where Puppet Biden's basically reading he's reading one of his executive order prompts or whatever, like some amendment to some law, and he just says 2 words and he's like, I'm not gonna read it at all, I'm just gonna sign it.
Or he's like, I don't know what I'm signing.
No, he says I'm not gonna read it at all, I'll just sign it. Literally.
Yeah.
Willy-nilly about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was just here. He was just here in Kansas City like 2-3 days ago.
And even
Wow.
though they got clones for that, even though they probably got clones for it, I mean, obviously he's a clone, but
Puppet.
Yeah, well, no,
No,
I don't know which
no,
particular version of Biden was here, but then again, it wasn't my turn to watch the president, so I have no idea.
well, Gavin Newsom, I think, has a clone now after he took the what.
No, I
Mhm.
think, what the evidence shows, or I'm sorry, there's pretty substantial circumstantial evidence that he had Bell's palsy from that booster.
Mhm.
That's why they had a clone. That's why you saw like they needed somebody to fill his role as if he's an actor, someone who looks just like him. And well, of course, there's probably surgery involved as well in terms of all that stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
the new Newsom's a clone because his nose doesn't look the same as before.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
If you look really closely, yes.
Yes, but who knows? You may never know. the
I've
truth.
tried to stay away from doing stuff like that. There's an old saying that one that studies evil is studied by evil. So I've stayed away from Newsom and Biden and Pelosi and even, dare I say, Trump. Is anyone going to hit me over the head?
Yeah.
I don't like any of these people.
Well, we're all being studied by evil. That's why we have algorithms. That's why we have policies.
That's
to take
right.
our videos down.
Here
That's
on
right.
YouTube. So we got to be careful what we say here.
I'm all right. I don't have any strikes on my channel right now, so I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, I've got
I
one
still have
strike.
one.
I hope this live stream doesn't give me one. Hope YouTube doesn't find a way.
Stop. You'll be fine.
All right.
It'll be fiend.
Eating some lemon pie. I'm just taking my time because I don't have to work. I don't have to work on somebody else's schedule other than my own.
Uh-huh. That sounds nice. Even better.
I'm chilling.
Yeah. Living
Chilling
the
like
life.
Chilling like a king, man. I don't really care about what. And also
with your weed.
I don't even have weed. I haven't even smoked weed pretty much all week.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Chronic, let me ask you a question, and I know you probably get this, quite a bit. Studying this as you do, and I know you do, how much time do you think we have left before they go for the final totalitarian communist crunch in the United States, like they're doing in Australia right now?
Well, that's a pretty loaded question, but it's a good one. Well, let's see here. Well, if you saw my timeline video that I finally have on the front of my page, we have less than a year to prepare in terms of what they want to do worldwide to the entire financial system. Basically, they're just gonna make things more difficult in the United States by basically torturing our finances by using inflation. It's gonna go from inflation to deflation, stagflation, then hyperinflation in that order.
Yep, I know that part, but I'm talking about the totalitarian nightmare, lockdown, martial law, the worst parts of the Bible, that sort of thing.
They're going to do it in sections. They're not going to do it all at once. They're going to go.
I agree with you. I agree. In fact, what I talk about in my channel is the balkanization of the United States. That's the next phase. We're starting to go through it right now, actually. It started. And what that means is populations will begin shifting between states. Those who don't like the fact that, like here in Missouri, we're kind of like Florida, although it's not because of a governor. We have a governor that's a problem, but we do have judges and an attorney general that are fighting our own governor. So yes, that means the system is still working here in Missouri.
Kind of.
It's all working in sections, but it's not working 100% anywhere at all.
No, I agree with you on that. What I mean by that is it's going to take longer for them to try and get Missouri like Nevada.
They're going to drag this out as far as possible, and all this fighting you see on the Forbes Breaking News YouTube channel, it's all a puppet show, man.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to try to brainwash me if I keep watching a lot of this stuff, because I feel like they're trying to
all this Rand Paul bullshit. It's all a puppet show.
Yeah, that's what I see now.
They're not actually doing anything about it. They're just putting you in a fucking illusionary bubble as if they are.
Yep.
Like they're just talking about it.
It's all talk, no action.
Yep, agreed.
Same for Governor DeSantis, because if it was really for the people, he would come out just like the people in Africa, and look what happened to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Until we all can get past left versus right, until we can get past divide and conquer with all this race bait bullshit, we'll never fucking be free as a whole.
Yeah, like this whole Kyle thingy they're trying to do with the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff.
They're turning that into a race bait, hate bait propaganda.
Yeah. They're turning it to like if he was a cop, and you see these protests. Like it's just silly.
I just laugh at that, man.
Are you on Discord at all?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, keep truth, money, and freedom in mind. On Sunday night, we're going to be doing a non-live streamed, recorded broadcast that'll go on alternatives, and we're going to talk about the real science behind the beer flu and behind the muzzles, behind the mandates.
What time you plan on doing it?
7:30 Central.
Nighttime?
Yeah, nighttime.
I'll see if I can make it.
Yep, that'd be great if you could be there. Go ahead and lend your voice to it. And I'm going to see if I can get a couple of other YouTubers to join us. Of course, our normal crew will be there. But we definitely want a lot of people weighing in on this, because what I'm trying to do is we're setting up videos for people to literally give to people who are hopefully still on the fence with the jab, to try and convince them that there are better alternatives than actually submitting to the scientific experiment.
Go outside, exercise, eat healthy.
It's more than that. For instance, very specific vitamins, and we can't say the words on YouTube, but one of them starts with Ivor, and the other one starts with Hydro. These are viable alternatives, and they've been around for a long time. For Yeah, we'll get into. We shouldn't say anything more. I don't want to wreck Pika's channel. I've already gotten strikes for talking about these things. By the way.
Yeah, and you have to cover your ass. I'll say this: we're not medical experts, so if you really want medical quote unquote facts, you know where to go.
Yep,
Not here.
that's right. Yep.
So there you go. So we don't mean to misinform you with any medical misinformation. We're just speaking our minds.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that should help.
You know. So even Vimeo is cracking down on that too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So all you people on
Yeah.
Patreon, you got to think twice about what you say on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, it seems to be BitChute, Odyssey, and hopefully still Rumble.
Yeah, I'm on Rumble and BitChute, but Rumble is like a lot more stable compared to like BitChute, because BitChute is like, it gets so buggy, like it's unbearable, and the upload speeds sometimes are slow.
They do that on purpose to play games with you. So dude, I don't even use BitChute anymore. It's stupid.
Yeah.
BitChute's a fucking done platform. It always like I knew it was going to be done from the get go.
Well, it is right now. It's got the most amount of viewers other than YT. But they were first. They were the first true alternative to YouTube. That's the only reason they have so many people on there.
Like I would do it. I would use it to like reach people and also like to expand my view, like my platform in terms of other people, in terms of like my actual. I created a new YouTube channel with my real I'll keep that separate, but you know, just to be able to live my life and also just monetize myself as well and help people out with what I have to share with my knowledge. But aside from just being a truth teller.
Yep.
So, because the way this world's going, if you're not a rich motherfucker, you're going to be working a slave job for the rest of your life because Social Security is going to be gone by 2025. So all you people with your 401ks, if you don't get out by then, you're fucked.
Yep. Hey, are you familiar with Deagle.com, Chronic?
They talked about the population being cut in half.
Yes. Actually, oddly enough, for the United States, it's cut by literally 2/3.
Just like the Bible says, right?
Kind of, yes. So we'll talk about that on Sunday night as well. We're going to bring up Deagle and show everyone what we're talking about. But the gloves come off. We just can't do this on YouTube anymore. We keep getting strikes and almost being completely shut out of YouTube.
And also, I think Deagle's hiding that information now.
Yes, they are. Yep, that's correct. You have to dig real deep to find it, where it used to be just plainly on their website back in 2017.
No, like not even 2017, like a year ago.
Yeah, yep. So we'll do what we can to bring that data up. But that's a think tank group that's tied very closely to CFR and Trilateral, and which are secret societies.
No wonder they're hiding their shit.
Yep. They are definitely hiding their feces on this. And as you say, it was literally up front on their front page, literally in 2017. They were loud and proud. And now they're kind of, ducking off into a corner, sheepishly, moving backwards. But once again, they've predicted a massive, let's just say, by the way, what they said on their website to explain how the West became depopulated was migrational patterns. So they had absolutely nothing to go on for that. This is a depopulation effort of the Western world. That's what this is. And, that's unfortunate. It's not the beer flu. It's the serum. It's always been the serum, and it always will be the serum. And it's very, very sad that so many people have fallen for that.
I know one of my friend's father already got a stroke from that bullshit.
Yep, I actually know someone who's died from the serum. And I've known people who died from the beer flu too, by the way. And I'm talking about, honest to God, they really, truly, they had a lot of complications before they got the beer flu. So let's say it that way. So there's comorbidity factors. But they definitely.
But my dad's friend, he was healthy and he still died.
Yeah.
But let's say pre-existing conditions, like Trump would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't known anybody who has died just yet. Only gone kind of, sick.
Oh,
Just go to Skid Row, for God's sake.
Hey, Emmanuel. Just want to say hello to Emmanuel real quick in the comment section. He's asking for the Cool Kids Discord. I'm sure you're referring to the one I'm talking about that we're going to have that recorded thing in. That's Truth, Money, and Freedom. I do believe, Emmanuel, you are already subbed to Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast on YouTube. Just go to
Yes.
one of the videos and then check the description section. There's an invite link, a permanent one.
Yeah.
And that's the one we'll be holding it in. I'm not doing it in the Missouri Freedom Initiative because this is bigger than that. And so that's why we're going to hold the conversation there. Should be a lot of folks showing up Sunday night, by the way. But I want everyone to have a voice. Shoot, even if we have a dissenter come in, that's okay with me because we have enough evidence to show that this is literally a depopulation event. There's no doubt about it anymore. Like, for instance, the information that was brought forth by FOIA, a Freedom of Information request. 1,700 people died from the jab during testing. Yet, do what they said publicly when it was being tested, 17 people died. So we found out that...
Just remove the zeros.
That's correct. That's exactly what they did. And that information's public now. But of course, it's not on the mainstream. You have to come to people like us to find this information out. But it is official. 1,700 people died, and I think there was 53,000 that were part of the test.
Soon, the only way we're going to be able to actually have these type of conversations will be on the deep web. We'll have to be on internet relay chats to actually communicate.
Yep.
Yeah.
And ham radio networks,
Yeah, but aren't they
old-fashioned IRC.
public?
Yes, they are, but they can't find out where you're at, and they can't stop the frequency.
But
And
don't they have like an enforcement to like?
and it's going to be a specific address that nobody will find on any search engine at all. Like the only way you'll find it's through word of mouth.
Yep, that's for IRC, and also you can do ham radios through the internet, scrambled. Actually, if you're in the right area, you can actually scramble a ham radio signal and give everyone the frequency. But unfortunately, once enough people have that, how quick is it, before the government knows what it is, because someone shared it with the government, the encryption, things of that nature.
That's why you got to learn to switch codes as well. So
Yep,
that's
right.
Yeah.
Got to switch it up.
Okay, Emmanuel. Yeah, I'll go look at Truth, Money, and Freedom real quick and see if you've joined over there. Okay, not yet, but you found the link. Okay, good deal.
And Staples Center is now going to be the crypto.com arena. So, crypto's here to stay. So take advantage of that by robbing the rich. Go away from proof of work, go to proof of stake cryptos, which means Ethereum will be the next Bitcoin.
Yep.
That's what I started doing.
Yep, I agree with you, by the way. I agree 100%. Ethereum is definitely going to take a major role in crypto in the next year or two. Major role. So for people who say, "Oh, geez,"
anybody who's in Bitcoin will fucking suffer.
Yep.
I gotta switch I gotta trade then.
Yeah, get out of Bitcoin, go to Ethereum. On Coinbase, you could even stake Ethereum 2.0.
That's where I'm at.
And on top of that, XRP, I think that's gonna boot. That could go. Like some people say, it could go as high as $1,000. I don't think it'll happen that quick. But still, you want to multiply your earnings as much as possible because you're gonna have to with hyperinflation, and the dollar will be a quarter of what it's worth in 2030.
Yeah.
At this rate, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I say at most? I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Emmanuel, just to let you know, I think you might have already been on the Discord because I didn't see you join it. So you were probably already there.
Let me see. Well, do you have a Discord link on your YouTube channel or not?
Let's see. Someone just joined the Missouri Freedom Initiative, HMJ Griffin.
They'll try to push FedCoin, but it's going to get a lot of resistance, man.
Yeah, I've heard they're trying to push, a Bitcoin tax.
Because they're pushing all cryptos as a whole already. They're not going to get rid of it like that. it's gonna be slow boil. It's gonna be a slow boiling like type of like a boiling frog, just like the way they always move. Even though it accelerates, but it's gonna be slow and quick.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do things immediately to wake people up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've got one thing to say if we were talking about here in Nevada. I do see some pushback, but it's definitely better than it was like last year because everybody complied here in Nevada. Oh, hey there, Tony. If you like, you can join the stream, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Dang, I'm so happy that you joined my live stream. I would love it if you joined because you do live streams too.
Yep. Hey, welcome, Tony. Neighbor to the south. Tony's in Arkansas. I'm in Missouri.
Yeah. He's like in the northern Arkansas.
Yep, and I'm in southern Missouri because it's like we're neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles is a fucking trip, man.
Oh yeah, it is.
Los Angeles.
Lost Angels.
Yes. The fallen angels.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I and people wonder why I look down on most people. Well, I mean, just look around you.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't take rocket science, really.
Doesn't take rocket science to figure this out, but to them, it's like their heads so jam packed with bullshit they can't think clearly at all.
Yep.
See, I kind of want, dude, I kind of want to figure out what it's like to be like how my mind would be if I was brainwashed, but at the same time, I don't.
Yep.
Yeah, that would suck. Mentally enslaved.
Yeah, I know there's one girl who's like 28 years old, works at a liquor store and shit, like by the beach, and she's all lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just fucking lost, man. This is what that's a whole nother discussion in and of itself between men and women, but
Yeah, but it's somewhat accurate. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that literally just are not going to get it, and that's too bad. You know,
and they never will. They never will.
Well, yeah, that's a sad thing. This is so easily understood. But what's this proclivity, do you think, Chronic Blast? What's this proclivity with people literally wanting to control what happens to other people, control whether or not they wear a muzzle, control whether or not they get the jab, control whether or not they comply with all the tyranny that comes with this bullcrap?
They forgot they literally forgot what country they're in.
Yeah, well, no, this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is really kind of a mental disorder. So these are folks that, yeah, and so let's put a name on it. This is, sociopath or sociopathic tendencies. Anyway, this goes beyond toxic narcissism.
Oh yeah.
So the mental diseases or mental disorders that are popping up in the West with these totalitarian people that, literally want everyone to have their freedoms taken away so they can get back to normal. In other words, give up, your rights so we can have some semblance of normalcy. See, this by itself
some semblancy.
Yep. And this by itself, basically it's just the snake eating its own tail. If you give up your rights, you don't get them back. History has taught us this. But they seem to think that, for some reason, this time it will be different, which once again is a strong indication of mental disorder or mental disease of some sort.
They're insane.
Yeah.
It's like the only way to solve that problem is by killing the people. Mm-hmm. Straight up. So honestly, I kind of like what the elite's doing. Fucking wipe out these motherfuckers for God's sake.
Yeah. Hey, listen, to Tactical Tony, I got some medical advice for you, even though I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on television. Drink lemon and lime water. Drink lemon and lime water. That'll break up those kidney stones. Unless they're huge, if they're, like the size of marbles or something. If they're tiny, if they're like, BB size or smaller, you can break those apart literally by drinking lemon and lime water.
Yep.
So I've dealt with that before myself, Tactical. So actually it's extremely effective. And actually I didn't mind it. I liked the taste of, I just bought lemons and limes at the store and you know, squeezed all the juice out into water. That's all I did. Nothing fancy.
Back to basics, right?
Yep.
Yep.
We didn't have processing plants for like hunting and gathering back in the day, right? People just did it by hand. They just gutted the motherfucker out. Same for all the fish. But no, it's too nasty. It's too cruel. Oh, even though I killed it already.
Yep. And Emmanuel's correct, not to screw around. If you get a fever, you definitely have a problem that requires more than lemon and lime water. But get started right away on lemon and lime water. It's a good idea to do that every 6 months anyway. Just go a full week.
Put an ice pack on your head.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know. But if you've got a fever, you could have a blockage. I don't want to get into it, but you could have a pretty serious blockage that could end up in a very serious condition.
That's true.
If the stones are big enough. So BB size or smaller is basically what I've been told before you can take care of yourself. So if you catch them early. And so a good idea is about every 6 months, just do about a week of lemon and lime water.
Yep.
And that's a great preventative. Plus you're getting lots of vitamin C in the process. I mean, there's no downside really.
There you go.
Tactical says just came back from the hospital. They did blood and x-ray. Okay, but with the x-ray, they can tell you the size of these things, Tactical. Let's see.
I still don't trust the hospital, even with a fever, at this point.
Yep. And Emmanuel, the answer is absolutely. And it's going to happen right now. There you go, buddy. It's in the Missouri Freedom Initiative Discord server. You have a link to Truth, Money, and Freedom.
Yep.
All right. Good deal. He's in. All right. I will get you a roll.
Send me your Discord link through the private chat, so that way just make it easy for me.
Okay. Let's see. Are you through private chat? Hang on 1 second here. Let me get that going, and let me get your. I have to search for you. I'm not sure we're friends on Discord. We should be though.
Yeah, I mean, like private chat on StreamYard, you could just send me the link and I'll add you. But yeah.
Do you have an email address, Chronic?
chronicblastyt@gmail.com.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. I'm going there. Give me a second.
The awkward silence. I think this is the best stream I ever done.
Sure seems like
You're
it.
an excellent host, man. You're an excellent host.
Yeah, I'm learning.
You're getting better with the content just from this stream alone, I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I try.
I mean, I'm literally just being I like the same I am right now. It's the same I am in real life. I don't get there's no point in me changing up. I don't care. So that's why I could easily just flow with my content.
Yeah, not have to use a script because I try to be myself,
Just be you. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, chronicblastyt@gmail.com. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. I am sending you a link, and that goes directly to Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast Discord.
Okay, I'll let you know when it pops up.
Okay.
And I think that's it. Yep, I got it.
Okay, gotcha. If you join, I'll go ahead and get you rights right away.
Got bots set up there too, huh?
There we go. Chronic Blast. Roll. trusted member. Okay. Excellent. Yep. Just remember Sunday night at 7:30. And so I'll put mentions in both chat groups at everyone to let them know in advance. So we'll probably have several YouTubers. Go ahead.
I can't guarantee that I'll show up, but I'll definitely see what I can do.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep, that'd be great. Like I said, just lend your voice, basically, and try and help people be a little bit more discriminatory and in whether or not they choose to, do something that they may not be able to reverse. That's the point of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's because a lot of folks just don't know about the alternatives.
Which is retarded, but I mean, it is what it is in this day and age.
Yep, it is actually, because this is the last stand now. Because there's too many mandates. In fact, what I'm particularly concerned with my organization right now is forcing school children. And this has got to stop. Really, I mean, adults can make their own decisions, but adults are making decisions for these kids. And
this goes way beyond that, dude. If you really want me to break it down, I know. Children need to get out of schools. Don't literally kill the school system entirely. We don't need it.
Yep, but unfortunately,
I agree.
Okay, go ahead.
Two, parents need to start being real fucking parents and stop the bullshit. Don't get together and have children if you're going to let the system raise them.
Yep. I suppose what I should. Go ahead.
3, and this is when I'm really hitting the truth. 3, for men, practice polygyny, because otherwise you're going to struggle with you're going to struggle with the massive workload involved in being parents, on top of all the work you have to do just to sustain yourselves. Monogamy is population control, and it's also meant to basically destroy families also, because how can you function in an environment like this?
Yep.
So that's how far gone we truly are as men. And in the Bible, everybody practices polygyny. All men have more than one wife. Not according to the system, though, but according to the act of sex. But I mean, and you wonder why women are destroyed, but whatever. If they want to be stupid, then let them be stupid. If they want to be taken advantage of, then I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I know. I probably struck a nerve to some people watching if they are, but to all you ladies out there, we are not monogamous, and this is why all your relationships fail. Would you rather deal with a whoremonger or a righteous man? Either way, he's going to have more than one woman, and if he doesn't, then he's limiting himself in his progress, and you're limiting him. So you're actually a burden to his life instead of a helpmate. You're here to work for me. I'm not here to work for you. You get what I'm saying?
Yep, I hear you, man. I agree with you. In fact, shutting down the public schools is a good idea. Is it realistic? The answer is no. Not at this time, anyway. So basically, we do the best we can. Well, by the way, the homeschool movement has hit a fevered pitch. We've never, per capita, had so many kids being homeschooled, and also other schooling alternatives.
That's awesome, man.
Yes,
it is.
Yes, it is. I agree with you. In fact, I'm downright proud. In Missouri, per capita, we have the most amount of homeschooled kids out of any state in the United States, including Utah. And we never thought we would beat Utah.
That's awesome, man.
But that's parents being pissed off about muzzle mandates. I mean, to be honest with you, that's what it is. They're just angry here.
Honestly, if I was awake if I was born awake, this is what I would do. I wouldn't even go to high school or go through the 12 years of hell. I would just get my GED and call it a day.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Because I learned out. Hey, dude, props to you for that. Anyone that shames you for a GED, fuck them.
Yep.
Because you know what I'm saying? They're stupid sheep.
Yep. And Craig Ginsburg is listening in on YouTube. So Craig is from the Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast gang.
Cool.
So I'd like to say hello to Craig.
Hi, Craig.
And Craig, we're talking about as gingerly and as gently as we can, because this is Pika's channel that we're on right now. We're talking about kind of what we're going to talk about on Sunday night in Truth, Money, and Freedom on Discord. We're going to be talking about the science, the real science not the make-believe fake science that's being, pushed on us by the governments, by the medical community, by the mainstream media, and even by the public education system.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what we're covering right now. And Chronic may even join us, for that as well. So that'd be really cool. And of course, Nevada Cario, you're always welcome. I know you have misgivings about being on Discord. But
yeah, I really hate it.
Okay.
That's
but
why
you're
I'm
always,
Element.
we understand that, but just so you know, you're always
at least,
welcome.
At least the good thing with my job is I could probably join while I'm still working, but I'm going to keep muting my mic because I'll probably be on the outdoors.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
understand.
So, yeah. So I'll be multitasking in that sense.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. No, multitasking's good.
It's a good skill to have.
And also, too, I see it as therapeutic. I mean, because it's got to be blowing off steam. I mean, I can't be the only one who's sick and tired of all this bull crap. I mean, this
You're
is
not the
really
only one.
insane.
I'm just tired of being angry about it. That's why I'm just chilling.
Yeah, I try to do the same.
There's no point in being angry about it, bro. Like it's like I already made my decision, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, you were angrier last year, but
Dude,
I guess you kind of took my advice.
Last year I was going off the deep end, and of course, like there's certain things that I needed to correct myself on, but like not compared like the last year, now I'm way more chill.
Yeah, I see that.
Back to my normal self in that sense.
I hear you, Chronic. I mean, this is a spiritual warfare too. They're literally trying to drive people crazy.
That's what they're trying to do to us. So you can't.
Yes.
You can't. That's another thing. Like you're playing into their hands that way if you are.
Yep, that's right.
Because you're literally wasting most of your time and energy on things that you could be doing to improve yourself and your financial situation.
Yep.
Instead of worrying about other people that don't give a crap, that are literally do nothing for you.
Right.
I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool talking free like this to you guys because like we're on the same like mind. Other than that, I mean, well, it is what it is.
Yep, and you're going to hear my temperament and what I say change dramatically when we're on Discord, because I'm very careful on YouTube now. I've had too many strikes, and I don't want to wreck someone else's channel. So I'm very respectful of Pika and his channel, and I make sure that I'm Emily Post. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, my demeanor and my language and what I say is going to very much change when we're doing a recorded Discord, because it won't be going on YT.
Oh, right. Yeah, you've cursed before, but I guess you don't curse too much.
Yeah, even cursing on YouTube will get you flagged in terms of like light shadow banning. But yeah,
light shadow banning, of course. Mm-hmm. It's hard not to, because I mean, when the first time when I released this channel, like 2019, early 2020, like I was trying not to swear because I tried to be more holier, but I guess watching Tony's videos, it's like I feel like I've been cursing too much, and I feel like I want to try to do that less because I feel like I'm losing my mind when I do that.
Keep it to a minimum. Well, if you're losing your mind, then who's really then you're still not fully awake in that sense. You can't lose your mind over bullshit that's out of your control, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Life's too short for that.
Yep. Yeah, don't let them get the best of you.
And these people are trying to live forever. That's why they're so scared to die.
Yes, they are. That's a very good point too. Actually, we should expand on that on Sunday night. That is a very good point. Actually, they are scared to die, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to live forever. And by the way, that's why transhumanism is becoming a thing now too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, that's very true. Because the most of the elderly, they get it, even if they're conservative.
If you should see there's a movie that I was suggested called Ready Player One. It came out in 2018. Yeah, that's where the future's headed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Very terrible future.
For most, but not us. I'm gonna laugh my ass off in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing everything. I'm gonna do everything I can right now to basically sustain myself, be a millionaire because we got to break free from the financially because that's the only way we're gonna be free.
Yep.
Only the
Mhm.
rich. If you're in the middle class or the poor, you're fucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even with my job, if I really wanted to work my ass off every single day to the point of exhaustion, yeah, I mean, I could do that. But like 6 figures is definitely within reach. But is it really worth my sanity? Not unless I use a multiplier. So crypto, I mean, would definitely be a good option because, well, I should have used crypto instead of buying silver. That's the one thing about silver. Yeah, it is this. It is the money of truth, but not in a system of lies.
Mhm.
Yep. Well,
I
that's the
remember
thing.
you were talking really hard on crypto
And,
months ago.
yeah, I was for a reason, and motherfuckers wanted to act up and just say, "Oh, you switched up, bruh." Like my mindset changes, man. It's all a mindset, and that's the one problem with the greatest truth never told. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's the money of truth, but not in a system that is full of lies. You have to play the game by not just fighting it, but learning how to take advantage of it. Otherwise, you're gonna lose.
Yep.
Because during an apocalypse, you can't eat silver.
Yep.
No one's gonna want to trade. No one's gonna want to give a fuck about your precious metals during an apocalypse. It's gonna be about food, water, guns, and ammo. So currencies come in all forms.
Yep. Well, I know I've gotten that many times over the years. You can't eat your silver, Pat. You can't eat your gold. I said, go ahead and eat that $10 bill in front of me right now.
That's also true.
Do that, please. Show me that your currency is edible. So yeah, you change silver in, basically for currency to get you groceries. But you also have to exchange currency for groceries. So anyway, slice it. No currency that we know of right now is edible unless you're using edible currency. Suddenly potatoes become dollars. Stranger things have happened. Go ahead.
Or people's daughters for that matter, and that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Patrick, you've told us what, silvers, you said, silvers in like whatever products. I mean, I'd like you to
Yeah.
tell everybody here.
It's in pretty much everything electronic.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
That it's only $23 an ounce. Yeah, fucking right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it gets to $100, that's still not profitable compared to cryptocurrencies right now.
No.
And that's
No,
why they
it's
want
not.
to. That's why they want to tax 40% capital gains on it. Yeah, there's no way you can make money off of it. That's why they got to tax you, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're already rich as fuck, then taxes don't really affect you really that much because you're at a level where you can just keep growing your money over and over and over again. When you reach a certain level, it doesn't stop unless you're just terrible with handling your shit.
Yep.
Yep.
Like with $10,000 should be enough to turn that into $1 million.
Yeah. I think it's important that we remember that 20% of the population is trying to indoctrinate the other 80% to believe that 2,000 years of history, structure, cultural norms, philosophy is suddenly wrong because they took a frickin' liberal arts college course, once, and their neo-Marxist professor told them so. Yeah. Yeah, it's not sociology degree anymore. That's not the useless degree anymore. Now it's actually gender studies,
Yeah, very true.
I really question the women why they go to these classes. Are you really gonna expect them to teach you how to get a man? Are you for real?
Yep. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, though, if the way you get a college degree now is you actually write a paper on the 79 surnames they have in Canada, no thank you. Yeah.
I'm never going to college. I'm never going to college unless it literally suits my interests.
Yeah.
I would never go to college for either, no matter what. Never.
Only to suit my interests and nobody else. I'm not taking any classes I don't like.
Mm-hmm. All right. But personally, I would never do it. I can't.
Or take a hacking class.
A hacking class.
They actually do have hacking courses.
Oh yeah, I've seen some YouTube videos about it.
That I'm interested in.
Uh-huh.
Not IT, hacking.
Yep.
Actual fucking hacking.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because since technology is the future, you might as well be a step ahead of everybody else. Well, more than one, because I mean, hacking is a major step. Everybody's information's out in the open now. If anyone wants to grab it, they can.
Yep. There's that too. Took a hacking class.
class.
Never even knew those existed. I always used to think of it as like it's a crime, you know. Like to steal your crap online.
Well, I'm older, so when I was
I'll say this: to circumvent the crypto banning is you can use a cold wallet, and also you have to basically mask your IP and everything, proxy and all that as if you're in another country.
Yep.
So there is a way around this shit, but if you depend on hot wallets, you're fucked.
Yep.
There is ways around it. Don't ever think there isn't. It's just for most people, they're not going to see it, so they're going to be fucked.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a way. Don't think there isn't, because that's how you lose.
Yep. No, good points all.
What does that do if nobody's able to take your crypto? You convert it.
Yep.
I have an answer to all your fucking questions, man. Come on, man. The ban would be just as effective as banning gold. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You can't ban if you're going to ban money, especially nowadays with all the thievery that's going on. Oh, there's going to be mass resistance. It's just America's just fucking weak, and everybody else is fighting back.
Oh yeah, in other countries, probably because we're not as terrible as their countries are.
Those companies know who you are.
People cave in easily here.
Those companies know who you are. Well, they're going to have to come kill me then, because that's the only way they're going to get me. And I'm ready to shoot anybody. So yeah.
All right, everyone, be warned.
Well, I mean, if you're truly ready, you got to have that mindset of a killer. We're in a war anyway.
Yeah, we are. I agree.
That's why I'm practicing with my arrows. It's my recent YouTube video. I've been good at those targets, you know, my made up targets, but I've been getting better at it since I don't have guns.
And you don't have, and of course, you need a company to convert it. Well, like I said, there's ways around it, man. There has to be. We live in the cyber world. There's hackers out here everywhere, man. People could create their own exchanges low key. It's just everything's going to be underground, and it is what it is. Underground.
Yep.
They don't create all these cryptocurrencies and then just ban it immediately. They're gonna do it slow. They're gonna do us slow, just like they did us slow.
Yep. Like last year.
See,
now it's going to be our third year.
If there's one thing about the elites, you have to understand they never do things all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's never been the way they operate.
Yeah, Craig says if you don't want to convert it, you can meet people in person and make a transfer. That is correct. Or use BISC. Yep. It's decentralized. Good points all, Craig.
That's what my channel's all about, Craig.
Yeah, we just got to get out of that mindset as if there's no way out. I'm sick of that shit.
Yeah, you've got to find alternatives, you know, because all the statists say, what's the solution?
Because it's a defeatist attitude to think there's no way out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a mindset that I'm going to win no matter what.
Yep, that's called positivity.
Yep, pretty much. Well, it's about
Um,
2 o'clock right now. I think I pretty much said everything I had to say for this podcast, but I'll leave it at that for now.
okay.
All right.
So,
All right. Well, Chronic, my goodness, man. Nice talking to you again. It's been a long time.
oh, definitely. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see what I can do on Sunday, but I gotta get to work right now.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. All right. You take care, man. And if you can make it, that would be awesome.
All right, for sure. All right, you guys take care. Peace.
All right. You
You
too, man. Take
too.
care.
See
Be
you.
blessed.
Bye. All right. So now it's just the two of us.
Yep. And Craig, if you're interested in joining the conversation, you're always welcome to. Pika puts a link up for StreamYards. And if you click on it, it'll let you go in if you wanted to join in on the conversation. And that same thing applies to Emmanuel, I believe, if you guys want to come in and join.
Mm-hmm. Already put the link down.
There we go.
Tony left, I believe.
I think he did too. I wish I could have talked to him some more.
Yeah, same here. You could have helped him.
I
what
think
he's
I
trying to
can.
do in Arkansas.
Yeah, I think I can, but yeah, I do need to talk to him face to face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, face to face.
Yeah. But yeah, interesting conversation with him, you know, and for the record, I do agree with shutting down the public schools. I don't think they're fixable. And so that is actually an educated opinion, by the way. I don't think public schools are fixable at this point. Everyone wants to say that the public school in their district, where their house is, where their home is great, and everyone else's sucks, but theirs is great. Everyone says that, no matter where you live.
Hello.
But the fact that, hello?
Can you, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
No, I'm talking about the Chaos Craig, I guess.
Oh, it's Chaos Craig. Hey there, Craig.
Oh, yeah. Was he in your live streams?
Yeah, he's always, when we do live streams and Truth, Money, and Freedom, yeah, he's one of the smartest people we got.
When you're like talking, I mean, right? On Discord?
Yeah, from Discord. That's correct. Yep.
Can't seem to hear you.
Hey, Craig, we can't hear you, just so you know, if you're trying to talk.
Yeah. Don't hear anything. I think it might be your browser. I don't know. Or it's your mic.
Yep. So just so you know, Craig, we can't hear you. So, but when you do get that up and running, hey, there's Craig.
Okay, that was it. All right, that worked. Cool.
Yeah,
it worked.
I had to change mic devices and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, I almost wish you could have been on here when Chronic was on here, because he was talking about the viability of ETH going forward, which is huge. And so I thought that was fascinating that he knew that. The ETH is the next Bitcoin, Ethereum.
And why does he think that?
Basically because the utility of it. The fact that if ETH goes away, 80% of the ecosystem goes away. You know,
yeah,
and
I mean, Ether is like the main development platform for all the main innovation that's happening in the space.
Yep, so that's correct. That's correct.
The problem with ETH, though, is that it doesn't have an immutable monetary policy. And, you know, centralized actors could wave a wand and decide the monetary policy is going to change, and now it's going to be this.
Yeah.
So, you know, but, you know, if that's not, doesn't mean that it's not a useful project,
right.
Obviously. You know, there's got, it's the biggest thing in the whole ecosystem, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
And maybe the utility aspect of things overshadows the store value component of things. Or,
yeah.
Maybe there's a way to collateralize Bitcoin in the Ethereum ecosystem, you know,
Yep.
with some sort of cross-chain contracts.
Yep. Crazier things have happened.
Oh yeah, very true there. And hello. I see from your channel too, Patrick.
Greg? Yeah.
No, this Valiant. You know
Valiant.
him?
Valiant Thor. For some reason, I think I know that name.
Mm-hmm.
Valiant, are you from Truth, Money, and Freedom? Are you from? I don't think you're from the Missouri Freedom Initiative.
Which was used to be called Liberty Alliance.
Yep.
I still think of that name, the Alliance. That was such a good name. I can't believe they had to, you had to change it, but oh
Yeah,
well.
I'm being sued.
Sucks
So,
being sued, doesn't it?
Yep, it does.
But how did you know you were getting sued? How does that happen?
I got a letter from a trademark law firm in Texas.
Yep.
Valiant. Love the data you're throwing up. But just so you know, if you're not on Truth, Money, and Freedom Discord, please join, because we're going to be doing a recorded event Sunday night at 7:30 Central. We'll be talking about all these facts that you're putting up right now. We can't speak them out loud because YT is, of course, censoring and covering up the truth. So, but this is the kind of stuff we'll be talking about on Sunday night. It'll be a recorded event. It will not be live streamed, but it will be put on BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble.
What about Library and Brighteon?
Odyssey.
You know what? Yeah, Odyssey and the Library are the same thing, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And as far as Brighteon goes, I stopped posting there because it was just too darn difficult to figure out. So probably easier for some people. It was harder for me.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm on Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, what's going to be the next big platform? Which one is everyone going to, Because that was
I'm sure everybody remembers MySpace.
Yeah. Now we're all just kind of, shattering into our, our own little, communities.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
YouTube used to be a place for everybody.
Yep. Well, divide and conquer, right? It works even
Right.
for platforms. So everyone's, scattering into the four winds right now. All different platforms all over the place. And it's too difficult. Everyone ends up on just one.
I know.
And right now, that seems to be more BitChute than anything else.
Right. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm looking at these days, mainly BitChute. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, you would think that eventually one would win out. This way, there's just a convenient one-stop shop for everything one day.
Indeed.
Problem is, BitChute could theoretically have the same problems that YouTube has.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Its
BitChute
searches-
is very buggy, extremely buggy.
Yeah, its feed algorithm and its search algorithm and its video loading. Oh, it's so much worse than YouTube.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Valley, go ahead.
I just wish there was something better that we could all, that was like decentralized and everybody could use, and it could upload infinite videos and and uncensorable because it's decentralized.
So Valiant Thor says, on a break, random channel surfing. Yet I seem to know your name from somewhere, Valiant. Are you familiar with the Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast, or Truth, Money, and Freedom in general, or with Missouri Liberty Alliance or Missouri Freedom Initiative? Any of those? I was just kind of curious because, gosh darn it, I have seen your name before. But then again, I may have seen you comment on other channels before. That's probably where it came from.
Ah, so you're at work. You're probably going to have to go.
It
She's
sounds
on break,
familiar.
he says.
Okay. Yep, you may have commented on some of my videos before, is probably what it is, because I've seen your name before. But it's wonderful to have you here, by the way. Sorry for grilling you like that. I was just kind of wondering where we knew you from. But the information that you're bringing up is literally very, very important. And we're going to be talking about subjects like infertility and how many more words can I say without tripping an algorithm? But clotting and heart stoppage. Go ahead.
Too much. You said too much.
All right, gotcha. I'll stop. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, very
You
true.
should sit here in silence. That's on your YouTube.
Yeah.
Videos. You know,
Piece of
that's all we
crap
can do.
building.
I like that. The White House is officially the most expensive nursing home in America. That's awesome. I'm going to steal that.
Yeah. We pay our tax dollars. Probably to that piece of crap building called the White House.
Yep.
Satan. That's all I think. Awkward silence.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was just reading something.
All right.
So at any rate, yeah, it's nice to talk to you, man. And like I said, consider, if you can, coming into Truth, Money, and Freedom Discord on
Thank
Sunday
you there,
night.
Valiant.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of data coming out these days to talk about. So, as you know, the American Heart Association, that abstract that we can't mention, was removed. Surprise.
Yep.
And then we've got some really interesting patterns showing in the UK and German data, a lot cleaner than the US data, which is basically just an undecipherable, muddy mess.
Yeah, probably because we have so many people in this country.
Yep.
But imagine in China with their billions of people. Dang.
Yep.
That'd be like a hellhole.
Kind of. Yeah.
At least we're not like, well, we are kind of close to China, but at least we're not like, you know, in the level of China or North Korea, but we're getting there.
Yep.
Guess you should try to take blessed, what you have
Yeah.
now, before it's all gone.
Well, let's give them time. Let's give them a little more time to execute all their plans and enslave all of us. And those of us who are not happy about being enslaved will be, you know, relieved from the burden of living anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, it's just the way of things these days.
Sucks.
It
Where we
does.
are.
It does.
Maybe I'm in a worse position than you are, Patrick.
Well, you're not older. You haven't had time to save or, you know, have resources and stuff like that. I mean, that's the only difference between you and me. So, and then people, Craig is younger than I am too, but, you know, Craig and I have had access to the same sources of information for years. We've been prepping for, you know, a decade, you know, because actually the logical conclusion of things that were going on is 9/11, you know, should have really woken a lot of people up. And for people older than me, the assassination of JFK. That was a coup d'etat, pure and simple. That was the deep state taking over the United States government when JFK was killed.
That's why we're still not allowed to get the documents, because whoever killed him is still in control.
Well, there's probably people still alive.
Exactly.
I thought George Bush Sr. would be the last one alive, actually. But because the Harrimans are all dead.
Yeah, so George Bush Sr. was, I guess they have that fit photo of him in front of the book repository. And then they have
he
that
was there.
CIA document suggesting he was in Dallas at the time.
Yep.
And
and he was CIA.
Yeah, he allegedly had not worked for the CIA in official capacity until much later. But when confronted about the document, the CIA was like, "Oh, that was a different George Bush," even though that George Bush wouldn't have had any, it wouldn't have been a match for that other George Bush. Among once they scrutinized it.
Yep.
But so interesting. Dollar Vigilante did a video yesterday, and he talked about the Deagle numbers.
Who did? Say that again. Who did that?
Dollar Vigilante, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jeff Berwick. Go ahead.
Yeah, he showed something about the Deagle numbers, and he had played a video of somebody reciting how Deagle got those numbers, and it said that they're using data from the U.S. government, the CIA, the IMF, and that it's basically all because of the collapse of the Ponzi scheme financial system and pension plans and people fleeing the United States. So allegedly, just in case you're not familiar, according to the Deagle projections, Deagle's a military contractor, and they had these, I remember looking at this with Timmy back in 2016, 2017, they had something published on their website where they were projecting population numbers and statistics for global GDP of different countries out in the year 2025, and they were showing that the U.S. would their economy would contract 90%, that the population would be reduced by basically 2/3, and it showed steep declines across all the Western world.
Yep.
And now we're getting this whole vaccine that's being deployed in the Western world, and we're wondering if this is the mass casualty event,
right,
that they were talking about in Deagle, but we'll see.
Yep. Well, we're on the same page with that, because I think that's exactly what's going on. It's not very popular to talk about, though. People don't like hearing this. But we'll talk about Deagle on Sunday night, Craig. And I'll bring up, and by the way, one thing Chronic brought up earlier is that data is hard to find on Deagle's website now. You do have to dig for it. Where in 2017, when we were talking about it, it was just boom right there on their website. Now they're kind of hiding it now.
Is it even still there, or do you have to use the Wayback Machine? I mean,
nope, it's still there.
I couldn't.
You have to. I had to dig for it. Remember, I shared that link with you about 4 or 5 months ago.
I couldn't find it. So.
Oh, you couldn't? Okay, I thought the link that I sent you had it. Okay, I was looking at it, but I had to dig. I'd spent 10 minutes on their site before I could find it. It's not easily findable anymore.
Hey, we got 5 people here.
Hey, fantastic. Good deal.
Well, now it's 4. So where does Chaos, whatever I call Craig, where does he live?
He's in New York.
State. Ah, New York. Oh man. Yeah. Are you in this upstate or are you in the city?
I'm in the burbs outside the city.
Oh, in the burbs. Exurb or not?
What?
Exurb or not?
Exurb. What's Exurb?
I guess Exurb is outside of, I don't know, maybe a town almost or something, but you're outside of the city. You're close,
A
That's what
little
I
bit
meant.
further. I don't know. I'm like 30 miles out, so it's the suburbs.
Ah, all
The
right.
burbs.
I'm on the city outskirts of Vegas.
Ah.
So yeah, I like close to like Mount Charleston. So yeah, still in the city. So yeah, can't wait to get out.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I'm thinking about buying land in Arkansas. I'm thinking about Missouri, but land is too expensive there.
Have you ever considered, getting rid of both your federal and your state government by leaving the country altogether?
Me? Nah. I think I'd rather stay. I mean, I could have gone to Mexico, but nah.
Suit
I like
yourself.
being here because of
Oh.
guns. That's why. I mean, I like Mexico, but I like being here in the US, just because of firearms and the culture. I mean, I like Mexico, but I mean, I like the food better down there than here, but I don't know. I just don't feel like migrating to another country.
Well, what about, have you ever thought about St. Kitts? It's an
Where's
English-speaking
that?
country. It's in the Caribbean. There's no income tax, no capital gains tax, no inheritance tax, almost no property tax. If you buy property, you get citizenship.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, Patrick, you were talking about that months ago.
Yep.
Like April, you were or
Yeah.
March, you were thinking about leaving.
Well, no, I've always left that option on the table, always. And so Craig and I are two of the people inside Truth, Money, and Freedom that have been talking about the possibility of leaving the country and the logistics of doing so. So at any rate, you're actually talking to the other guy who talks about this as well. And we're talking about the financial, legal aspects of it, also the rights. Like, for instance, that's one qualification I've always told Craig is wherever we go, we need to be able to own firearms. That's a very important aspect to me personally.
Yeah,
you move to a
same
country
here.
where they don't allow firearms, they can
Or heavily restricted.
or exactly. So, like for instance, you can own firearms in Australia, but they're severely restricted. Very difficult to do so. Same thing with Canada.
Mm-hmm.
The Commonwealth in general.
I realize the Commonwealths are far more likely to do major bans, like Australia, New Zealand, and then Canada. I think Canada is trying to fight back, because now it's voluntary to do the buyback.
Yeah.
Then mandatory, unlike, unfortunately, for New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but most countries are like, whenever you try to apply for a license, it's like they want to question your family members or friends,
Of course they do. They want to make you as uncomfortable as humanly possible.
That's the only good thing about here in America. If you're doing it legally, get what I'm saying?
Yep, I know. But I'll tell you what, though, I'm going to have to get going here real quick because it's about time for me to make dinner for the wife.
Dinner? So, dang.
Yep.
Good man.
Yep. So I am making steak tonight.
Nice. So, we'll be doing that too because today's my sister's birthday.
Hey, there you go. So is her favorite food a steak then?
I don't know, but she's kind of felt like she's been wanting to go vegan, but then there's like times where I feel like she would give up and my dad was like, that's what a Latina does, because that's what we Latinos do, because us Latinos love meat, Well, not that different from gringos when it comes to meat.
I'm Polish and I still love meat,
mm-hmm.
But let your sister know that the protein that's in red meat is the most easily assimilable protein that we have right now.
Yeah.
There is no plant protein that even comes close to the availability of the assimilability of protein that we have in red meat. In fact, it's not as good even in poultry or fish. Red meat is definitely the best way to absorb protein.
Mm-hmm.
So, and soy is not a very good alternative for guys.
Oh no.
It encourages estrogen production.
I'm terrible with that when it comes to sushi. Sushi's my favorite.
Well, yeah, but when you buy groceries, always look at the labels and try to get stuff that doesn't have soy. That's hard to do, but it is doable. You don't want a lot of soy in your diet.
Yeah, very true.
It's once again, all soy is genetically modified now too. There's not regular soy doesn't exist anymore, at least not in our food.
GMO.
So, yep, all the soy currently out there is GMO. That is correct. So, but at any rate, it's been really nice chatting with you again, Craig. Thanks so much for coming in.
We'll
for a little bit.
Get all together here.
And don't forget, Pika, if you want to come in Discord just for Sunday night, you're welcome to. You're always welcome in our Discord.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, you guys have yourselves a good one, and I'm going to get cooking here pretty quick.
I'm going to be going here. So anyways, thank you guys for watching the live stream. If anyone's on the live chat.
Yep. And again, Chaos, thanks for coming in, man. That was really cool.
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
Okay. All right. You take care, guys. We'll see you later. And goodbye to everyone in the live stream.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.